we're back with Kevin Simon, and maybe we do an ad for the iPhone 6 or whatever I have here. Something bad just happened. I was talking to Kevin. We ran out of space but on the hard drive. But the good thing was I had to delete photos, and I had some photos that brought back good memories. What did you find in my phone there that made you happy? There's like photos of you and in the back. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, I guess just like the moms and like moms like Mrs. Jacoby or like
Spartan
Mrs.
Crunch. Tell people what Spartan Crunch was.
Spartan Crunch. I want to say it was like a big hit. Yeah, it's a candy bar, but it's like kind of like a big hit award. Like, hey, we're gonna crunch them and lay the wood to their ass.
Exactly.
To be quite candid.
What it was like one mom made this like after Nestle Crunch called the Spartan Crunch.
Yeah.
And the ingredients were all you guys, all the teammates and coaches. And like you probably ate it, everyone ate it. My buddy Shay Hansen saved it, not the candy bar, but the wrapper. Exactly. Shay Hansen, played with you, wide receiver, but he's the historian, and everything's at his house.
That's awesome. He had all kinds of stuff like, it's stuff I hadn't seen in years, but he's kind of cycling through and like just
the T-shirts.
Yeah,
and
some of the BBAL.
Exactly. You mentioned that note. Mrs. Jacoby was writing notes to you guys. Yeah.
Every week. Every week. She's an amazing woman. She's awesome. But these are all people I hadn't spoken to in years.
Right.
But but I think about from time to time. So it's just all this is like just really cool to really to see all you guys and be around all you guys. And I hadn't been back to the Bay Area in 8 years. So just life gets in the way. Work. With the Dallas Cowboys and getting married and having kids and being busy with that. Living in Tennessee.
Right. Well, tell us about your family.
Yeah. So my wife's Heather. When I met her, Tanisha was 11 and Tamia was 9. I actually met them back in the Bay Area. She was just about to leave to go to Atlanta from the Bay Area, and this is right after I got cut by the Washington Redskins. But to make a long story short, ended up finding my way back to Knoxville. The girls, they were all ready in Atlanta, and then right before Christmas in, was that 07? No, yeah, 07. Yeah, they all moved up to Knoxville, Tennessee, and then that's kind of how our family started. Right. And Kenneth Ray Simon II, he's named after my brother who was murdered on April 1st of 2001. And Kenneth, he's 6 now. He'll be 7 September 10th. The youngest one, Bryson, and he's a mess, but Bryson, he's 2 years old, and yeah, man, it's just everybody's doing really well. The girls are in college. Tanisha's at Tennessee State University right there in Nashville. She was playing volleyball. Now she's focused on school and work and those types of things. And then Tamia, she's done an amazing job, and she just left to go to college at the University of Missouri. She was Tennessee's Gatorade Track and Field Athlete of the Year, which was awesome. She put in a lot of hard work to get to that point. And she's missing home a little bit at University of Missouri, but we're coaching her through, and she seems like she's doing pretty well. And it's all good, man. Everybody's doing well.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And you mentioned you haven't been to the Bay for 8 years.
Yeah.
But you almost missed us here. We're literally what? Two or three blocks from the Cowboy Stadium where you are. It was your dad. You told us to come down here today. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't really. So I wouldn't be here in Dallas, because I live in Tennessee and then I scout. Yeah, usually I'd be out scouting, but my dad, he had to have an emergency procedure to have a pacemaker put in. His heart rate was dangerously low, running right around 35 beats per minute, which you're not going to last too long. So, he ended up finding it at a routine physical. And they wanted to have surgery on him that day. He got cold feet, left, and finally called me the next day. And I encouraged him, hey, you need to get this done. So I came down, and anyway. But he had the procedure last night.
Well, so your dad's here. Your dad's in this area.
My dad lives 10 miles away from where we're at right now.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, so maybe wrap up with maybe how about this? You mentioned with the scouting, send the elevator down. What does that mean?
Well, I guess, the story is, and it's something that I was telling, Coach Ladd and Coach Edson and all those guys that we're talking to downstairs. I don't think I told you guys this story, but basically when I was 15 years old and, sophomore at De La Salle, we were about to play Bakersfield, and this is the first year that we played the independent schedule. Yeah. And, there was like 7 guys from Bakersfield's team that were going D1. And, I mean, it's going to be a big test. I know we were highly ranked in the state. I think we were ranked number 1, 2, or 3. Bakersfield's highly ranked in the state, something like 7, 8, 9, 10, somewhere there. It's going to be a big test for us. But, pre-game, I don't remember what Coach Ladd said, but I just remember telling myself, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life, just because, just the impression that he'd had on me in a short time, just from being a freshman starting in '97 to, being a sophomore in September of '98. Just the impact that he and others had on my life at that time made me, I just want to do this forever. And the big thing for me is just sitting in the elevator back down and lifting young people up, because it's something that we need to do, and I think it's a testament to this program. So ever since that time, I've had my eye on, I'm going to coach, and just the relationships that you build, and really just giving back to a game that I love. I love football. I respect football. And, the thing I say is sometimes the best laid plans go awry. When I took my recruiting trip to University of Tennessee and Florida State, Miami, Texas A&M, UCLA, I talked to all those coaching staffs about coaching. Tennessee was the one that I really felt was genuine, among other things. And, Coach Fulmer told me at the time, hey, Kevin, hopefully you get about 10 years in the NFL, but whenever you're ready to come back and start coaching, hey, we're going to have a seat at the table for you. And he kept that promise. 10 years came a lot sooner than what we expected. I was with the Redskins in camp, got drafted by them in the 7th round. ACL, major ankle reconstruction. I failed all my medical exams just due to arthritis and not having, being bone on bone in my knee, some of those types of things. But had hernia surgery when I was with the Redskins, got cut. And basically, shortly thereafter, decided I want to go back and coach. So I picked the phone up, called Coach Chavis, who's actually he's a defensive coordinator at Texas A&M now, and told him I was ready to come back at the age of 23. So kind of got that second phase of my life started, and it's really been a blessing for me. But yeah, that was the thing, was to coach. And then 2 years later, after Coach Fulmer was fired, got on with the Dallas Cowboys about 2 weeks after. And since January 2009, and 7 years in, it's been all good, and really work for a first-class organization.
Yeah, when we wrap up on this note, maybe we'll come back. I don't know, we'll come back and do more when, but maybe a message for this year's Spartan team from a Spartan legend.
Yeah, honestly, just I think our program, a lot of what it's about is just understanding that things aren't perfect, but in every aspect of your life, just try to be the best version of yourself. Put your best foot forward. Whoever that is deep inside, the best version of it, you do that. And when you do that, a lot more times things are going to work out and turn out your way than not. And